first, survivors, as I said before, they are the masters of their own experience. There's no one who can tell a story of a survivor like the survivor themselves. They went through the experience, however small or big that experience was, it is their experience and they know it and they know how they feel about it. So I think that's one of the pros of getting survivors to advocate for issues around torture and to tell their stories. The other thing that I've seen is that 70% of the survivors that come to TASSC, they were advocates back in their countries. They were advocates, they were whistleblowers, they were journalists, they were activists, human rights defenders. And actually the majority of them were tortured because of being activists, of speaking out against what is happening in their countries. So that's why they were tortured. So having these individuals continue to advocate, it is only natural to do so, because that's what they've been doing, that's what they were tortured for, and they want to continue to do that, because in that way, if they continue to do that, because they have been told by their torturers that they will no longer be able to talk, they will no longer be able to advocate. That's why they were tortured, they were being silenced. So as soon as they get an opportunity, as soon as your center or yourself give them an opportunity to advocate, to talk about what happened to them and to talk about the changes that they need, they will jump on that opportunity because they want to continue to speak out, because they were told that they would never speak against their government or against their torturers. So I think once we make that bridge and prepare them to advocate for themselves and for the change, they will jump on the opportunity. Also, another thing is that we do a lot of research on torture, what's happening in different countries. We have statistics, but a survivor story brings a lot. It brings a irreplaceable subject to the conversation. Either if you're talking to policymakers or educating the community, the survivor's story brings that irreplaceable subject to the conversation. So it is always important to get the survivors to bring that human side of the story, of the statistics, of the research. So the survivor story will bring that to the conversation. Also, I think 2 years ago, we did a small research with the survivors, asking them why they're doing advocacy. Actually, it was surprising. Most of them, they didn't even talk about themselves. They said, we're doing this so that our colleagues back home, journalists, advocate, activists, so that our colleague could continue to advocate safely. We are doing this so that our families back home could live a peaceable life without anyone harassing them or torturing them. We are doing this so that people who tortured us and people who are continuing to torture people could be brought to justice. So most of the time, they're really, really worried about people who are back home, people who are still doing activism. They want them to be free to continue to speak out. So that was something that was very helpful. It gave us confidence to continue to support survivors who want to speak out and tell their stories. During that research also, we managed to realize that it also helps with their mental health. As they continue to do what they like to do, it has improved their mental status, how they feel about themselves. They feel like they're useful again. They can influence the policy. So from that, we thought that this is also something that we could continue to promote, so that survivors back home who want to continue to speak out could use that actually to do something.